Okay, now that we got our rear derailleur cable run all the way through here, I have not put down the tension bolt yet. I have not attached the cable to the bike just yet. I'm going to adjust the rear derailleur. First thing we want to do is get all the slack out of the cable. So to do that, we want to shift up into the highest gear all the way with the shifter here. All right, I've done that, and it's on the smallest cog in the back. Already have done that. Okay, then you want to look at all your barrel adjusters. Here's a barrel adjuster. You want to turn it in clockwise all the way, and then maybe turn it back counterclockwise 1 or 2 clicks like that. And next, the second thing you want to do here is you want to set the high limit screw. This is the high limit screw right here. When you turn it clockwise, it will move this jockey wheel in toward the frame. When you turn this high limit screw here counterclockwise, it will move the jockey wheel here away from the frame. And you want to get it so it's just in line with the smallest cog in the back. Let's go ahead and do that now. It looks mostly in a line actually, but I'll just show for demonstration purposes. When I turn this counterclockwise, notice this jockey wheel, it is moving away from the frame, and when I do it clockwise, it'll move it toward the frame. It's a very incremental amount, but you can see it's moving around there. Okay, once we got our high limiting screw set, we're going to go ahead and attach the cable here now. So pull it with finger strength and make sure you wrap it around once around and pull strongly on the cable and make sure all the slack is out of it, and then tighten down the tension bolt here. Okay, for the next step, what we're going to do is set the indexing. That is, when we shift between the different cogs, we want to make sure it shifts smoothly and without noise, preferably. We do that by, now that we got the cable attached, we can use the shifter up here, and we can shift up to the next cog. So we'll pedal with our hand here, and let's go ahead and shift up to the next cog here. It shifts nice and smoothly. Let's keep going to the next one. So it's all right, a little bit of noise. Next, 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 next. Really good. Let's go down, 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 yeah, okay, down. All right, so that's actually shifting quite well. I'm not going to mess with it further, but if you had trouble shifting from a small cog up to a larger cog, what you would do is take this barrel adjuster and turn it counterclockwise outward, because by doing that, you're going to make the cable tighter, and so it'll be able to jump up into that next cog, the next bigger cog. And if it's going beyond that, then you go the other way. And when you're up in a larger cog, let's go up into a larger cog here. Notice I'm not going all the way up into the last cog. We'll get to that in a moment. If you're having trouble getting from one of these larger cogs down into a smaller cog, you take the barrel adjuster and turn it clockwise, and that will make the cable more slack, so it can come back toward the smaller cogs. Now that we got this pretty well tuned for all of these cogs except the largest cog, I'm ignoring that for right now. I want to shift to a cog that's somewhere in the middle. This is an 8-speed cassette, so I'm on the 4th smallest cog. It's somewhere in the middle. And what I'd like to do is make sure on this middle cog here, I want to make sure the rear derailleur jockey is lined up in line with it. And if it is not in line with this cog, I can move the barrel adjuster inward or outward until it is in line. See, I just moved it clockwise and it moved one direction and another. And I just want to make sure it's in line there. So I moved it counterclockwise a little bit to move it a little bit to the left. And again, that's tightening it, so it's going to make it easier to jump up to the next one. So let's just play around with it some more here. Let's go up, 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 down, 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 down. I'm surprised this is going so well. This is a Shimano Sora rear derailleur, by the way. sort of a lower end rear derailleur. Okay, so that worked well. So now what do we do? The next step is we want to set the low limiting screw. Okay, so now to set the low limit screw right here, we need to shift up into the largest cog. So let's go ahead and do that here. This pedal. Okay. Of course, when you're pedaling, make sure you're spinning the pedal fast enough that you can make all these shifts. Nope. Let's double check, make sure this is shifting okay. Yeah, it's all right. All right, pretty good. Oh, we're in the largest cog now, so we'll set the low limit screw. Come down here, and when you turn the low limit screw clockwise, it'll move this jockey wheel out, away from the frame. When you turn this low limit screw counterclockwise, it'll move it in toward the frame. And you want to get it so it's lined up almost evenly, in alignment here, straight with the largest cog on the cog there, on the cog set. It looks like it could maybe move a little bit more that way. So what I'm going to do is turn it counterclockwise, turn it out a little bit. You don't want to turn it out too far because you could shift into this, you could end up going into the spokes. So you just want to make sure it's just, and if it's too far over, it'll also have trouble shifting up into it as well. But all right, so we just moved it a little bit. Okay, so I'm up in the largest cog here, spinning the wheel, shifting down into the next smaller cog. It doesn't want to shift, see that? Doesn't want to shift. We're going to adjust the low limit screw again here. We're going to move the jockey cage away from the frame a little bit to make it shift over a little more easily. So we'll turn the low limiting screw clockwise this way. Let's just do that a little bit. It's almost bottomed out, so it's a little difficult to turn it, but that's all right. Okay, so now let's give it a shot. Not quite. It's close. Let's turn this clockwise, the barrel adjuster, one click. Let's go another click. There it goes. Let's go down again. Not quite. Let's do one more click. There you go. Down, 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 up, up. Nope. Up, up. Not quite. Let's go back counterclockwise. Not quite getting up there. It goes up, 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 up. Down, 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 down. Again, to just say it one more time here. When you're having trouble getting the chain to go up to a larger sized cog, turn this barrel adjuster counterclockwise one click or two clicks. If you're having trouble getting the chain to come from a larger cog down to a smaller cog, turn this barrel adjuster clockwise one or two clicks. And when you're on the extremes, that is this small cog here, you may need to adjust your high limiting screw so you can make sure that's in alignment here. And when you're up on the largest cog, you might need to adjust your low limiting screw. Make sure the jockey wheel is in alignment straight with that largest cog. And to sort of help you fine tune it, pick a cog in the middle and move the barrel adjuster in or out to make sure the jockey wheel is in line with that middle cog. So let's just take a look at it again here. We're going to go up. Let's get up to speed. You gotta spin it fast enough. Let's get up to the next one. 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 It's a little bit of noise. You can adjust the barrel adjuster here to try to get that noise out. It sometimes can be pretty difficult. We're going to go down now one. Okay, now let's go back up one. The reason why I was having trouble going down to that one, it might have been I wasn't spinning the pedal fast enough. So let's spin real fast here and go down one. Okay, so there still was a little bit of difficulty. Let's go down another, 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 another. All right, now, so the last step is to adjust the B tension screw on the rear derailleur. Go ahead and shift up into the largest cog in the back. And now this B tension screw moves the upper jockey wheel here up and down, and you want to get it so this upper jockey wheel here is as close as possible to the biggest cog or sprocket in the cassette there. So you want to get as close as possible to that biggest cog. Now when you turn the B tension screw counterclockwise, it will move that upper jockey wheel up. And if you turn this B tension screw clockwise, it will move this upper jockey wheel down. You want about a 1 centimeter space between the two of them, but you want it as close as possible because that will allow you to shift more fluidly, quicker. It'll be more snappy. So it's a good idea, and I guess somewhat critical, that you really do set it properly. But that's the final step on how to adjust a rear derailleur. If you like this video, like it please, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. If you have a question, leave them in the comment section below. I'll have all the steps listed in the video description below. And thanks for watching.